I'm ChosenArchitect, and this is DawnCraft. So last episode, we ended up going into the Nether, thus turning our world hard mode. And I still don't yet know what all of the implications of that are. However, today I want to go into the Nether, back into the Nether, and hopefully find ourselves a fortress. We need to get blaze rods so we can get potions started up, because we are far behind in the potion department. And we definitely want to, well, get some wither skeleton skulls and maybe think about the wither. I don't think we're ready for it, but we can at least think about it. Now, hopefully in our journeys, we will discover some really powerful gear and, well, hopefully be able to use that gear. And I hope it's not all gold. That would be a disappointment. Now, one of the things that's going to help me tremendously, I think, is my antique atlas. This might help us find the actual fortress. So let's pop into the Nether again. And it is really scary in here, by the way, but what I should be able to do is hopefully locate where a fortress is, because I think this sort of shows on this map. If I remember correctly, it'll kind of show it. Now, one way I can help with this is by increasing my video settings and taking this to the max. And when doing so, it should slowly but surely start to generate more of the area around, while also causing a lot of lag. Oddly enough, that didn't really seem to help at all, as I've not seen any expansion happen, interestingly enough. Oh boy. You know what? How about I just do what's tried and true for me, and that is I just go in one direction. I just go in one singular direction until I discover it. And let's hope along the way we don't die, because it seems highly likely. Oh my gosh. Yeah, very likely. Let's just keep going. Oh, thank goodness, a friendly face. This is a warped toad. Look how friendly this little guy is. And he even blinks. Oh my goodness. Oh, shoot. Was that what I thought it was? Okay, maybe not. There is an imp, though. This is not a friend of mine. Oh! Oh! Holy moly! Okay, I'm assuming there is a ghast, but I just cannot see the ghast. So that's not good. Oh no. The Nether's gonna be a little bit harder than I thought. I'm just gonna have to go for it. Oh no! No! What are you? Get off of me! Oh, that's... No. This is from Alex's mobs. Oh, thank goodness, dude. Like, you are a friend of mine. He just straight up destroyed that guy. The Crimson Mosquito. Oh, I have a bad feeling about being in this area. Soul Siphon? What is even hitting me? There's just so much going on right now. Is it Soul Sludge that's doing it? Oh, it's gotta be. Yeah, there's so much going on. Like, thankfully, we have our gear, which kind of helps a little bit. But holy smokes, I couldn't imagine jumping in here with iron armor on accident. Like, I even have a gold helmet. I should probably have this equipped, so long as I'm not inside of a, yeah, a crimson biome. What in the world? Just a group of skeletons just happened to spawn? No! This is awful. Stay back, you fiends. Okay, so there are skeletons that are resistive to arrowed attacks, such as this one, which is a soul skeleton. But of course, we should be able to annihilate like that. Oh my gosh. I'm going to continue. All of these, like wither skeletons, all of this stuff. The withered effect, thankfully, we can use our spellbook to hopefully help with, but the mobs are spawning quite frequently here. Oh my goodness. Oh, there's a ghast, but see, I can't see them. So I don't know how I'm supposed to handle this. Oh, I can't knock that back. Let's see if I can see where it's shooting from. Okay, it's definitely down there somewhere. That's not fair. If I can't see it, how am I supposed to handle it? No. I think this is a... Yeah, this is definitely... Oh Oh boy. I'm hurrying. I'm trying to get out of here. Woo! Okay, so that is definitely a bastion and is full of all kinds of stuff. Oh, we got a mending book. Is full of all kinds of baddies. But I just don't know if the loot is going to be good enough from that. Does this kind of stuff show up on the map? It does not. Huh. This is incredibly sketchy. I should be able to get them. Oh, I did. Oh, but there sounds like there's multiples. Oh, man, yeah. These just randomly shooting you is horrifying. Oh, my goodness. Still have yet to find a fortress. Sort of taking it easy here. Looking for the blaze. Is that a blaze? There's a blaze up there. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness. We found blazes. That's a good and a bad thing. Okay, I need to make myself a little cubby hole. Because I need to get a waystone in here somewhere. Somewhere. Oh, so I can come back and forth and grab blazes. This is going to be incredibly important that we do this. I should be able to kill most blazes with... yeah, with that. And hopefully get a rod. Staying away from this if we can. Ooh, we don't want poisoned. Okay. That's gone, but there we go. We have a blaze rod. So interesting. Is this a biome where just blazes spawn? Oh, I didn't kill him. I thought I did. Whoo! We'll get there. We'll get there. Aha. This is strange biome. Darude firestorm. Oh my gosh. Of course I get hit with that. Yep. Gotta love memes. Yes, it is so nice to have blazes. So long as they don't get stuck in the lava, that is. I don't even want to go in the lava. Oh boy. Fire resist potion might be for the win here. Oh man. Thankfully, I don't need any like main blaze rods to make oh, let me grab that. I don't need any like major blaze rods to make the stands because we already have the brewing stands. Whew. But what is that? Oh boy. This is not good. This is definitely where I think the splash potion is going to be my best friend. Okay. We can take them out one by one. Look at that. I definitely want to try my best to get and reap the rewards. Grab as many blaze rods as I possibly can. Now this may be fine and all, but I still need to find nether wart, and I have yet to find that. Even though we could potentially make it with the create mod and not have to find a fortress at this point. Now this down here looks absolutely terrifying. Oh my god. Holy smokes. Okay. That is not cool. Who even are you? This little fella. Holy smokes. That was insane looking. Oh my goodness. I hope that I'm ready for this. I have no idea what this is. Or if I should be worried. It looks like there's a bunch of glass in here. Should I be worried? Is this like a labyrinth? There is a chest here. I don't know what I'm doing, but okay. Curse of Vanishing, some interesting boots, a golden apple, but honestly, not the greatest loot I was hoping for. I am literally traversing through literal hell right now. This is exactly what this is, and there's no denying it. This is, oh boy, absolute. Oh god, that guy. No. I don't want to be thrown. No. Holy smokes. Let's get out of here. Oh my god, that's not okay. I want out of this dimension. Oh Okay, yeah. I should be able to get out of here, hopefully. I just keep going in one direction. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Though I did manage to stumble upon this, I just don't know how good this is going to be. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do I have any blocks? I do have a couple of blocks. Oh yeah, we definitely have blocks. I want to try and get over here and not fall in this pit of lava and hopefully avoid these guys. Piglin brutes are going to be the ones I am most scared of, even though I can fly up. But they, holy smokes, and that thing. How am I even supposed to do anything with that? Oh! Holy, I'm going back to the overworld. I'm going back. I know I'm not taking a whole lot of damage, but what? Am I supposed to have a heart attack playing this? That little guy that summons that is horrifying. Get out of here, dude. Oh my god. And it does a lot of damage, like just the fall damage alone that it can do. Oh! I've got to get rid of this guy. He spawned over here. Like you see, he's a little dude, little bitty fella. But he spawns this thing. What even are you, dude? Okay, hopefully that's over. Okay, it's far from over. And we can't hurt this guy. Holy smokes. There must be multiples of them. He's just all about. Yeah, I think I should head back. Maybe get potions started by diving in to create a little bit more. Oh my gosh. Now, oddly enough, I did not see any fortresses, and I traveled pretty far, like almost, definitely over 1,000+ blocks, and was definitely looking hard for it. Still did not manage to find one. I don't really know if they even spawn, to be honest. But we do have a way of actually getting nether wart without a fortress, believe it or not. Now, to dive into this part of the create mod, well, I'm going to need some blaze burners. And this is what's been keeping me from progressing in create. It has been blazes. I didn't really want to go to the nether, so I was left with what I had. So these blaze burners, well, we need to take it back into the nether, be very careful, and try my best to capture a couple of blazes. So I just showed up, and this guy is what I have to deal with. This is a boss, like a mini boss. I have no idea how much health this thing has, but it's probably got more health than I have the ability to really deal with. Oh my gosh, I just set out, okay, well, never mind. So those bosses are actually kind of useful because they can drop pretty powerful gear, if you're lucky anyways. All right, here's a couple of blazes. Let's grab them. There's one. There's two, and I've still got to find another one. But that's how we do it. We just got to grab the blazes. Leave this dimension for 1 second, and I come back to this, and whatever this is. What in the world? Okay, I'm grabbing the stuff and getting out of here. You're it. Let's head back home before more bad things happen. Holy smokes. Whew. Oh, now some peace and quiet, hopefully, as we get through some create. But what I'm wanting to do is make some crushing wheels, and the crushing wheels should be able to crush the warp blocks, and in return has a 25% chance of actually giving us the actual wart. And so once we have that, we should be able to get into some potion brewing, and that will be very, very nice. However, before I can fully get started with that, I have to make brass, and then I also need electron tubes, all of which aren't incredibly difficult to produce, but we are going to need a little bit of a create setup, just a tiny little create machine in order to actually get the brass made up. Now, create has this little toolbox, which is really, really cool, and you can set up a keybind to access it, and you can be quite a distance away and be able to access this right here. You can see toolbox of held item is not in range. Once we get within range, you can see I can open this up. And if I have multiple toolboxes, we can actually go back a step and be able to select the toolbox we want. Now, the cool thing is I can use this to keep a constant supply of whatever material I have on me, which is going to be pretty useful, specifically for this little setup here. Now, for this little setup, I have myself a blaze burner, and then I need a basin I can place right on top. And then I want to put the mixer up top there. But I need to power the mixer. And I think we have enough speed coming off of the main belt drive that it should be enough. We'll see from our prior little setup here. And let me pop into this. And is that spinning fast enough? I think it is. It is about as slow as it could possibly go, however. Now, we are going to feed this copper and zinc to make bronze. So this is or brass, not bronze. Brass is what we're trying to get. And so I should be able to just click that on there and get it going. But we do need to fire this up, and this needs to be a burning blaze burner, which is kind of important. So if I just drop this in, let's go ahead and get a block, place in front of this, and I drop this in, and let's do half and half equally. So we'll do 32 and 32. And both of those in there, equally dispersed, should give us exactly what we need. As you can see, mixing it up, this is what we're going to need for the crafters that we're going to have to make the crushing wheels. So I'm not just doing this just because. The actual crushing wheels themselves require 21 mechanical crafters, and each one of these mechanical crafters, well, they require the brass in order to make. As you can see right here with that brass casing, we're going to take some logs and take the brass and make it. So thankfully we don't need a whole bunch because you do get 3 per, but we do need 21 total crafters. And just like that, I already have 36 in here, as you can see. And I can throw more in if I need to, but for right now, this will be just fine. Now, all of this pretty much requires us to go to the nether, so I had to get at least this far before even being able to do all of this. So I need nether quartz. I do have plenty of nether quartz. I'm not super worried about that. Yeah, we have a bunch of it in here from all of our mining. And redstone we do have plenty of as well, and I have way more underground if need be. All of this needs to be combined with some sandpaper, which is going to be paper, and you guessed it, sand. It's, yeah, exactly what you think it is. I'm going to make a couple of them because they do wear out pretty fast. And as far as sand goes, I should have some here. So yeah, just paper and sand combined make that beautiful sandpaper. And we just put this in our offhand, and this is going to get the tubes made up that we're going to need. See right there, polished quartz. And then the last step is combining it with an iron sheet. Bit of boop, 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 and boop. Perfect. And I have just about everything ready to go. Here in a moment, we are going to be diving into potion brewing. Now, setting up the crafter is a little bit of a thing to do, but it's not that bad. So this is basically the size that this is going to be, except it is going to be a circle. So it goes up 3 blocks like this, and then we have the 4th. Just like that, and this goes up 3, and you end up, yeah, with it basically like a circle, and it's going to be our crafting grid. It does, however, need some power, and is going to need a cog turning, and as of right now, this is not the appropriate setup for that cog turning situation. Now, this, on the other hand, is more acceptable, and there we go. So the only thing I'm going to need is another gearbox, and this gearbox will allow me to get a cog in here. And a small cog will work, and that'll get the gears turning. However, you may notice, yeah, we have a bit of a stress problem. I think temporarily what I'll do is I will disable that, and that does not help the stress issue. I know just how to fix this. Let's make sure the gear ratios aren't going crazy or high. And so to do that, I'm going to vertical gearbox this down and over. And now we've reduced the gear ratio. Trying to not get too crazy confusing with this, but now it works. It's going to be slow, but it'll get the job done. Now, I do want to rotate all of these until they're pointed into this central location right here. I could line this up and actually put a hopper right here and have this all go into the hopper. I think that will be much cooler looking. By the way, hoppers, in my opinion, look pretty good when they are like this. but when they're on their other side, they do look a little bit wonky. But there we go. So this will now push into that inventory, and it is pretty much ready to go, I think. Let's get all of our items put back in here. So return to toolbox. All of our items that were in our inventory now gets put in back into that toolbox. And there is still one more thing I think I want to do, if it is possible. And that is, for this particular craft, I want to actually link these sides together. And there is a cool reason why you would want to do this. It'll make crafting these a whole lot simpler. So as you can see, it is all connected around the edges. And the cool part about this is that I can just click and it fills all of those slots. So I don't have to go through the trouble over and over again. But this should be just about it. I am going to need wood. And so I place the wood in here. And there we go. It's going to slowly but surely do the craft. And we're ever so close to getting that elusive nether wart. I don't know why it's been so hard to find nether wart, but my goodness. And here's the little funky animation that happens right at the end. And it creates the wheel, and that should hopper into that. There we go. And now they are in the hopper. And now we have a pair of giants, which is basically what's going to happen once we get this set up, which I got to find a place. So I think as far as where these should go, I'm thinking right here. This actually looks pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, I can't fit into the back, but we should be able to get this all set up with no problem. I am going to, however, need to set up a water wheel to get this up and running. Now, I have my water wheels in, and in this particular version, we have to maintain our direction. And I want this flowing this way. And so I'm going to need water on this side, and the water is going to flow down the middle of both of these. And there's also going to be water on this side. And it should allow it to just flow right over top, and they both spin in the same direction. So I'm going to need water here, which means we probably need to cap off this wall like so, and same over here. It's really hard to see, but placing that in is going to make this a little bit better. All right, now to just get the water in. So just like this, water there and water there. Actually, I'm going to need to make myself a little bit of a infinite water source. Otherwise, I'm not going to have this available. But as soon as we get the water in, as you've seen, it will start flowing and spinning just like it should. And both of them will automatically start spinning, but we do need to get the water on the other side. Otherwise, they're not going to be spinning at the same pace. And that will cause some major problems, I think. All right, let's see. Is this working? It looks like it is. It looks like it's working just like it should. And then we put the two wheels on, and we should get a pair of giants. Now, just don't fall into the middle of this. You'll regret it. So now, just to test things and make sure everything is working as intended, I have a hopper on the bottom there, and then a hopper connected to the top. And if I put this in, we should get gravel out. And as you can see, we're starting to receive gravel. Perfect. Now it's time to put nether wart in there. Now, back in the nether, I should be able to just quickly grab a few of these. Oh yeah, I probably should use a hoe for this, as that's what's intended. There we go. And yeah, I need a little bit of this, because we can always make a farm once we get at least one. And here we go. Oh, the anticipation. There it is. And now we have nether wart. Perfect. We can put this on some soul soil or soul sand and grow us some nether wart. Now I am back at the blaze area because while I'm waiting for that nether wart to grow, I want to try and use a cage trap and see if I can't capture at least one blaze so I can bring it back and let my Drigme farm this. This would be really, really nice to have farmed by the Drigme. This one is like the perfect one right here. Can I put down a cage trap? I cannot. I do have a pull spell. Oh, and there it goes. So we ended up getting a blaze trapped in here. At least I think so. Hopefully I did. I'll be able to tell once I get it broken. Did we capture a blaze? Oh my gosh, we did. And I have just the name tag for it. Yeah, I should probably head back. Now for this one, I've placed it in a little bit of a better area, I think. But I'm going to place this down and open it up. And hopefully try to name tag it as fast as I can. Okay, so it is name tagged. I just don't want it to interfere. I'm going to try and break this. And there we go. Okay. Whew, so that just makes a horrible sound, but the Drigme should now farm that, and we should hopefully get blaze rods in our chest now. Now, in dealing with my blaze rods, I definitely want to put them in the crushing wheels. So you can see right here, put the blaze rods in, we get a 25% chance to get a bonus, so we can get 6 out of 1 blaze rod, which is pretty nice. Now, I have this set up and ready to go. I have myself some water bottles, so 3 water bottles go in there. Thankfully, the bottles stack in this, which is really nice. And this will get started with some awkward potions. And the main thing that I want to do is I want to be able to make a potion and then make a charm with said potion. For example, fire resist. I feel like a fire resist charm is probably one of the best things I can get, so I can not only, have fire resistance, but farm more blaze rods way easier. And just like that, I should have some fire resist. As you can see, with just the base level is actually all we need. And we should be able to take this and turn it into a charm of resistance. And so this is going to give us a buff when we have this used, so we can use this, and you can see it is going to put some durability on it, and it's going to stay active, giving us fire resist, and gives us a little bit of a durability hit. Now, we can put unbreaking and stuff like that on this, and it's probably going to be worth doing. And then later, there's the infusion, where you have maxed out Eterna and maxed out Arcana. You can put infusion on this. I believe that makes it unbreakable, if I am not mistaken. As you can see, 100 there, which is very, very powerful. Well, guys, with this, it has been a fantastic episode. I've had my ups and downs today, but my goodness, do I feel like I got a lot done, especially with the create stuff. And my goodness, trying to make our storage area look a little bit nicer. All of the potion stuff that we can now make, and we have way more than just fire resist potions to make. There are some specialty potions that we should be able to get started here soon as well. Of course, guys, it is time to thank the supporter of today's video. And that huge thanks is going to go to Darkhold User over on YouTube, becoming a YouTube member. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube member yourself, check out that blue button that says join right next to the subscribe button. And while you're there checking that out, might as well click that subscribe button if you haven't already. Guys, be sure to give this video a huge thumbs up, as of course that helps the algorithm. Gotta give the algorithm all the things. And also comment down below if you would. And guys, I hope to see you in the next episode. And as always, thanks for watching. Man, I swear, watching this grow is worse than watching paint dry. Eventually they'll grow.